Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Soulful Conversations. I'm Nicola McCarthy and I'm here, as usual, with my co-host and husband,
Hello,
David.
that's me.
And welcome to this episode. It's
Mhm.
yeah, this is our 20th wedding anniversary edition.
Yeah.
So we made it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Goodness
Yeah.
me. 20 years.
20 years. Yeah, no.
Can
Goodness
you
me.
believe it though, really? I mean, that's a bit scary, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it
gone
is.
so fast, so
Uh,
fast,
yeah.
like literally in a blink, and so much has happened.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you'll all agree, if you look back and think where you were 20 years ago, and I don't know, as you get older, it just goes faster. It really is a thing. And yeah, I can't believe, well, I mean, we met 22 years ago.
Yes.
Um, and yeah, so there we
Oh,
go. We're going
oh.
to be celebrating.
Yes, we are. Yeah. Somehow, somewhere. Got
So
to
come on,
celebrate, haven't
David,
we?
what's your memories? What's your memories of
Mm.
it's a long time. So much has happened. We like literally, how could you even how could you even condense 20 years and put it into an episode? Like,
Uh,
where'd you begin? Where
yeah,
was
actually,
the
good
beginning?
question. Yeah, where do you begin? Yeah. Well, well, the day was pretty good. Yeah, the day was hot.
It was probably the hottest day of the year, wasn't it?
It was that
1st of
year, yeah.
August, 2004.
Gosh, yes.
And it was boiling.
It was,
Yes,
yeah.
I was a bit of a hot mess,
Yeah.
shaking hot mess. I can't believe how nervous I was.
Yeah, well, that was a pretty big thing to do a
Yeah,
long time ago, 20 years ago, wasn't it?
yeah,
Maybe now it'd be
yeah,
different.
yeah. And
Um,
in my wet dress and my
yeah.
feathers, like that really dates the photographs. And you look at the photos and you see all these like this feather headdress. It's like, look, no, I loved it at the time.
Yeah,
Big,
absolutely.
big
So did
fun.
I. Yeah.
And yeah, it was a really amazing day, really lovely day, and
Yeah.
went with lots of friends and family, um, and an opera singer,
Yeah. Opposite harpist.
harpist, and there was a
Yeah.
trio as well,
Trio.
wasn't
Yeah,
there?
there was a trio. Yeah.
What did
Yeah.
they do? Were they singers or something?
No, no, no. They were playing instruments.
Playing
Yeah.
instruments?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was really nice. The opera singer was really lovely. Yeah, I just thought,
And
if you ask me now, can I remember what she actually sang? I'm not sure.
yeah,
Because it just went in yeah, well, like a blur, a nervous blur.
and the 80s band in the evening.
Oh yeah, we did that. That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah. And Kerry, she looks so cute. She was
Mm,
like, I mean, what, she's 20 or nearly 22. She was nearly two then,
mm,
just like in her little,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. And my son walked me down the aisle.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was lovely, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Super
that was
cute.
really good. Yeah.
Anyway, that's the memories there. That was, yeah, that was a great
And of
day.
course, we did our food thing. It was vegan at the time.
Oh God, yeah.
We were trying to find somebody to cook vegan. We were going to try and do it. Um,
Cook
but
for our own
yeah,
wedding.
well, because
Yeah, that would have
we
been
were
about
quite
right.
particular, and we did find a chef who was going to do it, and a really good guy, a really good chef.
Yeah, but he
And they
was in St. Lucia.
he was in St. Lucia, yeah, but
A
they wouldn't let him do
bit of a,
it.
bit of a stretch
It
to
was,
fly
yeah,
him
yeah.
over.
He was coming over to London anyway, I think. But then he was, they wouldn't let him do it. The hotel, would they? They wanted to do it themselves. But their vegan food
Below par.
was was just, yeah, it was just, well, 20 years ago, people just didn't know, the mainstream people didn't know much
Yeah. Yes, it was a
about
quite
that
an
really.
interesting mixed kind of reception.
From all my carnivorous relatives and friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
But the wedding, we did have control over the wedding cake.
We did, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was Terra Terre in Brighton.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
They're still there, aren't they?
Yeah, they are still there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was amazing, amazing. They were little tiny boxes, weren't they?
With
See-through
yeah,
boxes with individual, literally individual wedding cakes
yeah.
inside.
And it was a tower of it.
And then they
The
made this
tower.
big pyramid, yeah. And
And
I didn't get one.
neither did I. It's like, what? Goodness me. And all that.
Yeah.
Oh, that
And then
fussing
I
about it.
yeah,
Oh
and then I
no.
gave away all of the table arrangements. There's me, typical giving everything away, making everyone happy. I gave them all away to all these friends and family, and then the lady that did our flowers said, "Where's the table arrangements?"
Yeah, forgot about
They
that.
were like these big glass kind of things, and I'd given them all away.
Yeah, so we had to pay for them as well. I remember that now. There you go. Okay,
So you go,
forgot
so
that.
it all comes flooding back.
Yeah, yeah, all the good memories. Yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then the disco in the evening,
That was
the
very good.
barefoot dancing to the 80s band.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was when you kind of like, yeah, you start to enjoy it then, don't you?
Yeah, just about.
It's like it's nearly over.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, we are heading somewhere with this today.
we are.
Keep you until the end because you've got
Mhm.
something rather actually really exciting to share with you. Yeah, this has been building for some time.
It has, absolutely.
Hence the lack of podcasts recently. Um, my brain's been like working overtime, but we will be sharing that later shortly.
Shortly, shortly.
So you have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
wait
yeah.
or fast forward.
So, yeah.
But yeah,
So
where
what are your memories then of when we first met? Because really that was the start of our journey,
oh
obviously.
yeah. Well, before we met,
Hmm.
2 weeks before we met, I did some channeling.
Hmm.
Actually, I meant to get this out so that I could read it. Um, I did some channeling, and my guides told me that I would be meeting somebody of Celtic origin. Um, it was freaky. I mean, it was the most freaky writing, like a page of A4 telling me that my life was about to change, to be ready, and basically told me all about you and what the future was going to hold. And I was like, what? Yeah, like I'm married, I've got 2 children, got my little clinic doing all my holistic treatments and therapies. And little did I know, the day that I agreed to go to it was a channeling workshop. And I was already channeling. That was the weird thing. Like, it was teaching how to channel. And it was with Colin Fry and people that are of the older generation. Because sadly, Colin left us probably 10 or so years ago now,
Yeah,
I
must have been
guess.
about that. Yeah.
Colin was an amazing channeler himself. I mean, he would channel he'd bring through a spirit in trance, Magnus. And on this particular workshop that I went to, yeah, I mean, I found out about him. I found out that he actually lived in my hometown, which I had no idea of. And I decided I would go along on this Sunday morning in April to do this channeling workshop. And as I'm sitting there in a room full of complete strangers, feeling really quite anxious and nervous because that was me back then. I wouldn't, yeah, I was really quite a nervous, not a lot of confidence. I knew that that need to learn was huge in me. And there was one seat next to me, and we were already probably 10 minutes into the workshop and waiting for this last person to arrive. And the door opens, and there you are,
Oh yes.
looking a hot mess now, looking a bit flustered.
Yeah. Because I had to
And I'm
drive. I drove over about 80 miles to get to the event. I thought, what the heck am I doing here? I didn't even know what it was going to be about. I was only going because of some other people I was going with told me
cancelled
to
all.
go. And I thought, yeah, I'll go along because he'd given me the most amazing reading of a most amazing reading about a month before. And I thought, wow, I'd like to listen to him again. And so that's really why I came over because of the amazing reading he'd given me. But I wouldn't have gone over. It's just that the people I was going were going to an event and they said, can I take them? And I said, yeah. And then on the day they all dropped out and I was driving along the motorway on my way
On
to
your
you
all on your
on my
own,
Todd.
and you
Yeah.
walk in the door and you look so lost and kind of
I I thought,
like
what the heck am I doing here? It felt like the
yeah.
back end of Beyond when I'd gone all that way. And I thought, why am I here?
And we're all sitting there with our clipboards or pads
Mm,
or whatever, and our pencils, because we'd all been given a pencil because we were like
yeah.
starting to do our channeling, you see. And you walked in, and I got up and I got you a pencil.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was a writing one. So there you go. And I
You
thought,
had no
and there was only,
idea what you were letting yourself in for that day.
no, no, not
No.
at all.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
yeah, there you go.
there we go.
That's how we met.
That's how we met, and well, things kind of just transpired from there.
You did, yeah, very
Um,
quickly. So, as
and
everything very quickly,
I think,
everything is quick for
when
us.
you are meant to be meeting somebody, when spirit, your guides, your soul has a plan, um, and you are listening, you will be guided very, very quickly. And this is what I feel. I'm seeing a lot of people in my sessions who have come to a point a bit like that, life's just kind of like this, but they know there's a bigger something around the
Mm,
corner, and they know something's about to happen, but they have no idea what it is. And that can be really, really scary,
yeah.
particularly, if you're like me and you're a bit nervous, a bit, and you just have no idea. You don't know where to go for the answers. You don't know what's around the corner. And I was completely in full and utter surrender and trust, and just allowed everything to unfold as it naturally did. There was no pushing. It literally, as the last 20 years, everything has come to us in the right time, at the perfect time. Nothing has come to us by chance.
Mm,
And it's taken us on, really, I mean, an absolute mad journey. Your
yeah.
dad
Yeah.
said to me when we met, Nicola, what you are agreeing to is like living on a roller coaster, but you will enjoy the ride.
Very good.
That's what he said to me. And it's
Yeah.
absolutely been true.
Mm,
110%,
yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to like, step off and have a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it doesn't happen for long. It's
No.
just,
Well, there's work to
yeah,
be done. Things to be
there
done.
absolutely is,
Mm,
and we knew, didn't we, very
yeah.
early on that we came together. I mean, we absolutely had a mission together,
Yeah.
which is not over. I mean,
No,
in some
not at all.
some ways, I kind of feel like the last 20 years really have prepared us for
Yeah.
this moment in
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
which we'll be telling you about shortly. And just it's been mind blowing, really, what's
Mm,
happened
mm.
in that 20 years.
Yeah. 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 Because we came like, I came with so when we met, I was doing my pharmacy, but not a lot so much, moving away from pharmacy, studying, moved away from any pills of any form. So, moved away from the herbs, moved away from um, nutraceuticals, as they were being called then, and moved to food, looking at the Vedic way of living and approach, and doing healing and spiritual work, connecting, doing some mediumship, some trance work, which, was a bit of a surprise for me when that came. And then we met, you were doing all you were doing, which is like all your,
I was channeling for my
yeah,
clients. I had a little clinic. I was using reflexology and Reiki and healing and crystals and kinesiology and mediumship and channeling for my clients. So, that and the guides had just started coming through talking about the body and different areas of the body. And then it was almost like, meet you, have a baby, like so fast,
yeah,
like within, I don't know, 7 months of meeting you, we were living together. I was expecting Kerry. I'd stopped working in the in my healing capacity, and really had started to learn again,
yeah,
which was like, oh my God, I thought I'd stopped. I thought I'd stopped learning. I thought that, I'd got as far as I needed to go.
yeah.
That was literally just,
That's the beginning.
just
Yeah,
absolutely.
I know. And then
Um,
then the years with, yeah, studying the energy of food, the macrobiotic wave,
it's
and and
healing
the life,
ourselves
healing
initially.
ourselves, yeah, and understanding energy and everything around that,
Mm.
which, yeah, blew our mind. And then trying to teach people that, help people that way, and run around with the businesses, the shops, and all the mail order, and all the health consultations,
Consulting,
and the healings and everything. Just yeah,
cooking classes,
yeah. But we learned such a lot from that, and then it
teaching.
moved us on and on and on.
I
And
learned
then,
about, what did you learn from that time?
well, the power of, well, yeah, things aren't as they seem. Nothing is as it seems, yeah. And everything is energy, and it's understanding the energy
Mm.
and understanding the physical as a materialization of the energy, and understanding how you can affect that. And then, really what we did in a way was a big, big cleanup of ourselves
Yeah.
over those, well, 20 years, and still doing now. And it feels the more you clean yourself, the more you can go higher. Because I don't think I could be doing the work I'm doing now if I hadn't done that. Because I remember seeing lots of people who were mediums and were doing a lot of mediumship work or doing trance work at the time. And they say, oh, if you give yourself up to spirit, you're going to get ill. And they were all ill and aching and always talking about their health. And I thought, no, it doesn't have to be that way. It's not the way it is. And obviously now, just by doing what we do, and we've proved otherwise. But it's like, no, I mean, those are empowering. Spirit empowers you. And the more you can connect to it, the more it empowers you, and the more it can give you so much.
I
And
think,
really, that's what we've done, is by, and it is what we say is cleaning up. It's not detoxing, shall we say? That's the modern word for it, but it is just
was having
cleaning
a,
your temple.
yeah,
Our temple is our body.
I remember
But
somebody
people
saying
laugh
that
at
to
people
you.
saying that, but actually it is,
Yeah.
and I probably laughed at somebody and took the pee out of people saying, my body is my temple. But actually it's really true.
I
And
remember
if you
somebody
look
saying
after
that
it,
to you.
huh?
I remember somebody saying that to you.
I would just,
Really,
it's like,
David, you really think that your body is your temple, don't you? And I just laugh so much because I'm like, yeah,
it is, because like,
absolutely.
yeah, because like this is where you connect from. and
It's
light.
it's your vessel.
Yeah,
It's
you don't
like,
need to go to a building to do it.
yeah,
You do it from here, now, wherever you are in the world.
it really is so simple, isn't it? If you just
Mm,
even think, whatever you are is what you will connect to.
mm.
And you can only go as high, as you can go.
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
You're not going to get the higher stuff if you're not, uh,
yeah.
yeah,
And
if you've
I
got
mean,
things blocking you.
I had no idea about that when we started our, our food journey.
Mm,
I really had no idea, but I felt it daily.
mm.
I really did. And, we've gone through, as most people, we're human, we've gone through stages of, I don't know, eating out more, or, I was going to say partying more, but that's not true. Or like drinking more, it's not true.
No, no, that's
But
true.
like, I don't know, eating more chocolate, eating more, I don't know, whatever that is. And you really, or being more stressed, I guess that's probably the biggest one is like
Mm,
stress and not being able to let go of things. And then that lack of, um, being able to
connect.
connect, and it really is, it's so important. It's so important. So yeah, that was a big part of the journey, was the food. And that was kind of like a 15-year, really intensive.
Yeah. But it was the food was important, but the food was just the building block. But
Yeah.
then it was all the other work we were doing around it.
Mhm.
The more energy work that we were doing.
Mm.
Once you saw food as energy, that all just made sense, and it's just part of your daily chores you do. What is it? You chop wood and and you get some water in a bucket. But it's that sort of, those are the basics that you do. But
Yeah.
then it was the inner work that really,
Gives you the
and we could
freedom.
do the inner work then because there
Mm,
was less
mm,
distraction,
mm.
less physical problems causing.
But when I look back and I just think back to pre-meeting you, I had no idea that any of this existed.
No, no, I don't think, yeah, yeah, I'd not heard of it either.
And even now, if you think, we're coming across stuff on a daily basis that we didn't know.
Mm,
That is just so heart expand, that it's literally, I go to bed like so excited about life.
yeah,
Like, wow, that's another thing that we didn't know, that's
yeah,
another tool. It's another way to grow and to expand and to be able to shine your light,
mm,
because at the end of the day, that is what is so needed on this planet.
mm,
And each and every one of us can make such a difference. And if you're thinking, um, yeah, I can see there's lots that needs going on. There's lots of stuff that needs to be helped on the planet, but what can I do? That is
yeah,
such a sad view. It
mm,
really is. Like, you raise your consciousness and you can make so much difference.
mm,
There's not many people needed to really make a change in the world. And, there's so much that is crumbling down right now. And, it really is crumbling down for a reason. It's almost to get to that ground zero, that so that we can build it back up again.
mm,
And conscious people are needed to make the change. People that are light workers. And that's, it doesn't mean you have to have done 20 years of service to spirit. It doesn't mean that you have to be eating, vegan or, whatever. Every single person can make a difference
yeah,
just by changing their thoughts, just by becoming more positive, just by coming together
yeah,
and, creating light, and putting that out, because there's so much change that's needed. isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And, we need to push more light out. But to do that, we need to change ourselves a bit too. And then within that, you need like a community,
Mm.
because a lot of people are doing this on their own and have been doing it for years on their own. And, um, where do you go to sometimes? And
I mean, we're lucky that we have each other.
yeah, definitely.
And, when I look back and I think, when I first met you and you said to me, I don't know, you said something about, I was talking about, oh, I do kinesiology, and you said, oh, what's that? And you said, oh, we can talk about that. We talk about, and I was like, we talk about. He's just said we'll talk about that. Somebody wants to talk to me about, because at that time I didn't have anybody in my life that was interested in any of the things that I was doing, other than the people that I had met on my, my studying. There
Hmm.
was nobody in my family. There were none of my, original friends. I had a great friend who helped me connect with spirit. But there's only so far that you can go with people if they're, that's not their bag, it's not their thing. And when I met you, it was like connecting to somebody that really I knew, yeah,
Mm,
and just kind of going off on a bit of a tangent about community and being with like-minded people. We did a past life regression,
mm,
and that's what I love doing. I love taking people back so that they can remember those little things that have
mm,
created them, and where they're at now. It's just purely just remembering parts of us. And both of us had, similar memories. And one for me was, and I've told this, I think, more than once on the podcast about, our memories of past life regression and how we had been healers in Mongolia, on the side of a mountain. And we were obviously doing something that wasn't
bit
by
edgy.
the darker, yeah, we're
Yeah.
always edgy,
Yeah.
like the edgy couple.
In a positive way. The light.
Yeah, we were selling herbs or something, I don't know, but I do remember, all these kind of like wooden shelves with all the, little bottles and everything of herbs or medicines or, natural healing. We were doing natural healing, and some men on horseback came and they took you away. And that feeling of grief just stayed with me for so long, until I healed that memory. And I really believe that we were absolutely pushed together.
Mm,
We were so meant to meet. We were
yeah.
so meant to be together to continue where we left off.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I do. I really
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah.
But
So do I.
there's a lot of people that haven't got to that point yet. They've not met. I'm not saying, you're gonna, leave your partner and, go on a 20-year, journey. But maybe it is that something is just waiting to come into your life to make that difference, so that you can really step into um, your
Your role.
sovereignty, yeah,
Yeah.
your role,
Yeah.
and really shine your light and be the person that you were really born to be.
Mm,
Um, and I think, yeah, community is just so important, and it's never been more important,
no.
to connect up with people that can bring those glimmers of hope, people that can understand you when you're talking and are, you know, shine light on what what you're saying,
Mm,
support you.
yeah. Yeah.
It's really important, isn't it?
It is really is important. Yeah. Just having somebody else you can sound off
Mm,
or whatever, or they can sound off to you that's on a similar page
mm, mm,
on the same journey.
mm.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, I don't know if I can
Hmm.
wait any longer.
Okay, go on then.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Oh, very exciting.
Yeah.
We are um, about to launch um, on the 1st of August.
Yeah.
Our
That's our wedding anniversary.
mm, so on Thursday, we are launching I Am Rising, which is a conscious community, a membership where we really are sharing everything that we have studied and learned for the last 20 years.
And everything new that we're looking at now and
Yeah.
where we're going now too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a combination of everything: mind, body, spirit, consciousness.
Yeah.
It's to allow us all to um, evolve, you
Yeah.
know, to really step into the new and to make a change, to make a change in the world, to make a change in us, to share our light, a conscious community where we can all come together and yeah, be together. So it's
Yeah. Raise the vibration, really. That's what we're about.
mm, mm.
And really,
So
that's what this is about. People who may be a bit isolated in the world or haven't got anything like that around them. If you're looking at the changes, and even though you might be a light worker, you might find it hard to cope with some of them at times because you're on your own. And it's about coming together, seeing the positive and moving forward together, really.
it's everything to support us through these
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
because it can be pretty dark at times, and I'm not saying it's all love and light, because it really is not. It's really not. It's a rough ride at the moment, and if you're sensitive, you will be feeling it. And no doubt, there's a lot of people that are waking up right now and suddenly being thrust into this knowing, which can be quite shocking and quite scary, because it's like you suddenly wake up and you remember everything and you know everything. And there's many people that are still doing that. They are still waking up. They are, there's many people already that are at this
Mm.
point. And there are people that have decided, I'm not on that pathway. I'm not taking that path. And their destiny is elsewhere, and that's
Yeah.
fine.
It's
But
fine.
this really is for the people that are putting their hands up and saying, yes, I want to be a part of it.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, so this is our online community, which is
Yeah.
so exciting. So yeah,
And
so
what have you got in it then? So we're going to be doing, well, a monthly meetup, a couple of meetups a month with like ask your guides. So like question and answer things. We're going to be teaching
a question and answer
some
things.
things,
Ask your
just
guides.
lots of different subjects.
So David and I, yeah, we'll be live
Hmm.
in our community online, and you can basically come. It's like a discussion, a
It
chat.
is really, yeah.
You come and ask us anything. So you've got any query, any question, and that can be about, mind, body, spirit, what's going on in the world, confirmation, anything, healing, advice, anything.
Anything.
So that is your opportunity to come in and chat, and that will, and depending where you are in the world, obviously you might not be able to make it live, but we're going to try and do this at different times, aren't we? So that
Yeah.
different people can, have the
Join.
ability to
Yeah.
join. And everything will be recorded and you can access all the recordings. So that's one of the lives. And the other one is
Transformative teachings, which are teachings to help you transform your life, ones that we've tried and tested ourselves. And yeah, just to help raise your vibration and
mm,
clear some of the clutter from your life. So
mm, mm,
yeah, and then we're going to do,
many, many different subjects.
Mhm.
But we're going to have a theme each month
Yeah.
that we're going to be following. following through the whole of the month. So yeah, many different topics. Yeah, looking forward to that. And that's going to be fun. So that will be with mostly David and I, but I think there may be some times that we might invite in
Yes,
a
guests
guest.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, that's our transformational teachings, which again will be live. So you can join us there if you like. Then we've got the spiritual sanctuary.
Mm.
I've I've been working on really hard.
Yeah.
This is a library of resources which will be growing literally daily. I mean, I'm adding stuff to it pretty much, well, every day at the
Yeah.
moment. And this is a resource library with really everything that we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, if you are experiencing, fear and anxiety, then I will be, offering using some of my tools that I use. And there will be little videos that you can follow. There'll be MP3, like
Audio
meditation
files, meditations.
sessions,
Yeah.
some light language, anything that I feel, might be able to help people in a particular situation. And then there's your
Yeah. Yeah. Be doing chants and meditations as well. Yeah. We're doing some
go
body
in.
work, some doing,
What's go
self.
in, David?
Okay.
Nobody will know. Huh?
Okay. It's like an ancient self shiatsu in a way. It's an ancient form of getting the energy moving around your body, understanding your body, diagnosing what's going on with you, and relieving those things just by some simple exercises, movements. Sort of very, very ancient, 10,000 years ish, based on techniques from then. So yeah,
Very
and
powerful as well. These are things that, anybody can do.
yeah,
Literally anybody of any age. And yeah, so we're putting a library together of that.
all that, yeah.
And then
You're cooking.
my
You're
cooking, oh my
yeah,
goodness. Yeah. So I've been asked several times to write a cooking book, a cookbook.
several, many, 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 several. Yeah,
Yeah. I never really got round to it. But I'm going to be putting a lot of my recipes on. I have
yeah,
already, yeah.
yeah.
And so yeah, there'll be a bank of recipes, and also cooking demonstrations, but also like how to and understanding,
How
because
to and why.
what we do, it's
Yeah,
like the energy of food. It's unlike anything. This isn't nutrition. This isn't, vitamins and all of that. This is a way of really understanding food as energy.
mm,
And it's quite a deep subject. And really, yeah, I mean, I will just be kind of scratching the surface in a sense because it is such a huge subject. But yeah, a lot of people have asked me this for so many years that, yeah. So that's going to be on there. And then, of course, the Heart Led Hub,
yes,
which is our kind of Facebook group, but it's not. It's all within our community space.
yeah.
So it's like a really simple place to go where, yeah, you will have your community and obviously a feed, a bit like Facebook, but it was just your community.
Yeah.
So we can go in there and answer questions. And really, this is for you to meet other people, meet like-minded people, ask questions, get answers, help each other out, make connections, and feel a part of something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Yeah,
There you
excited.
go. Exciting.
That's it.
Definitely.
I've
Yeah.
done it. I've got
Yeah.
it out. God, I
Yeah.
feel so much better for doing that. I really
Yeah.
do. I really do.
Yeah.
And we are, because it's our wedding anniversary,
Mm,
we're doing like a pre-launch offer.
yeah.
And this is, yeah, just until the 1st. So hopefully you will be listening to this.
Before the first or by the first. Yeah.
Yeah. If not, please do, head on and have a look. There's lots of different options as well. But all of the information will be in the link in the
Yes.
show notes. And
Yeah.
no doubt I'm going to be talking about this quite a bit anyway, on Instagram, and Facebook. So, and if you're part of you've joined our mailing list, I will be keeping you up to date on there as well, all the things that are going on and yeah, what we're doing. So
Mm,
please, yeah, join that too.
please come and join. Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. That's
Okay.
um,
Well,
yeah,
now we should go off and get ready to celebrate our anniversary.
yeah, I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it. Really looking
definitely.
forward to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's to another 20 years.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Okay, well, look, have a fantastic week wherever you are and whatever you're doing, and hope the sun shines for you.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye
Bye
for
bye.
now.